Yay, good news. Bill is fine. We went to the doctor yesterday, and his tear is healed, completely healed, even though it was an enormous tear. Great. We got home, he started reading, but I have a real problem. I need your advice. I'm mad as hell. I have never seen a doctor so nasty and so rude in my life. We get to the doctor's office yesterday, and and of course they dilated his eye, and there are about 40 people in that office along with us. I really thought there had to have been another doctor, a couple of doctors there for all those people. Actually, there wasn't. So we were told that the appointment would take 2 to 3 hours. And I said, why? He had his procedure just the other day. She said, well, that's how long it takes. And then I asked her, the woman at the desk, well, can I take him out around the corner for a bite to eat during this time? Oh, no, you can't, because he might have to go in and we don't know when. And okay, so that didn't even bother me. We sat there and we waited and we waited and we waited. We were sent to another room and we waited and we waited and we waited. Finally, 2 hours into all of this, actually 2.5 hours into all of this, we are brought into the exam room. Now, I have to tell you, there had to have been 20 exam rooms there. Also, let me tell you, this is not the same doctor that did the surgery on my husband last week. He was a sweet, lovely man. Good bedside manner, personable, everything. So we go into this room. Now, I'm a little bit claustrophobic, and we're there for a good 10 minutes, and I asked Bill to crack the door a little bit, because I am a little claustrophobic. And he does. And in walks a nurse who says, I'm sorry, but you can't keep the door open. At which time I said to her, I'm a little claustrophobic. None of the other doctors seem to mind. Well, I mind, she says. The doctor does his work right outside the door, so either you leave or don't say anything. Okay. I said, I'll stay right here. All right, that was a little bit aggravating. Then the doctor comes in. He walked straight to Bill. Didn't even look at me. And because he didn't look at me, I then piped up, you know me, and said, hi, how are you? He turns his head to me and says, oh, hi, period. Looks at Bill, put the whatever, light in his eye, and said that it looked like that the patch, that the laser procedure worked, and that it was still closed and it was looking good. And I said, yay. And with that, he left. He wasn't in there more than 6 minutes. At the time, there was another little girl nurse in there looking for some paperwork, and I said to Bill, I've never seen such a rude doctor in my entire life. And she kind of looks up to me, looks up at me, and didn't say too much. And then I looked at her and I said, I just have to tell you, I'm not used to being treated like that. This man barely even said hello. He was not very nice. He was nasty. And so you know what I'm going to do, guys? I seriously thinking of writing a letter to the original man who did the surgery, complaining about the guy who saw him yesterday. Because I really truly believe that even though our health care probably sucks in a lot of ways, I've never been treated like this. And I think that we have to stand up for what we think is right. And if we don't complain, then we're going to be, we're going to continue to be treated like this. So yeah, today I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to write a letter to the surgeon that originally saw him, and I'm going to tell him about this particular doctor. The only thing that bothered me yesterday was how he treated us. The wait, everything. I was uncomfortable. It wasn't great. It wasn't wonderful. But okay, I understood. But for a doctor to treat you that coldly, not even recognize that your wife is there, and then when I asked him a question, he didn't answer me. He's fine, and walked out of the room. So I'm sitting here steaming mad, and as soon as I get off of this video I'm doing, I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to write a letter and see where it brings me, because nobody should be treated like this. That's about it. My rant is over. Take care.